Yes, you're welcome to my kitchen, the Eden Woman's Kitchen, where we make motherhood magical. So, as we all know, this is the season of flu. The rainy season usually carries a lot of flu. Some people contact flu, cough, catarrh, and the likes, cold everywhere. So I'm going to make some drinks and syrups that is good for flu, that will be given to the children and for adults also, to combat and chase away this flu. You know, we are in the season of flu. So the main ingredients here is ginger. I'll be using ginger in all the things I'm preparing. You can see the ginger here. I'm peeling off the back of the ginger. No, sometimes I don't peel the back if the ginger is still fresh and tender, but this one, it's been long I bought this, so I had to remove the back so that it could also look neater. But the back is also good. The back is not bad altogether. So I'm peeling off the back of the ginger so I could wash and cut to sizes, or squeeze them, or whatever I want to do to them. So you can see the ginger now that's been washed properly, and that's the grater there to grate it. You know, I'll first of all I'll make some paste, grate with the small part of the grater, the tiny part, and then turn to the other side of the grater and grate it into chunks. I usually make them into chunks, but today I want to try the paste form so that we'll have two different shapes or two different consistency. So I'm now using the other side, the bigger side, to make it into chunks. So while grating, be careful for your fingers so that you don't you don't grate your fingers or chop off your fingers in the process of grating. The grating takes a little time, so this syrup, both the preparation and everything, I don't think it will take more than 10 minutes. So, and it's worth doing because it could last on the shelf for like 2 weeks or more when you prepare it. So here I'm done grating. You can see what it looks like. The shapes that I got. So this is like 3 spoons of ginger, and also honey is another ingredient I'm using for this, and 3 spoons of ginger with 3 spoons of honey also. So the same quantity of ginger you use is the same quantity of honey. If you use a cup of ginger, you are expected to use a cup of honey. This is them inside the pot. I've measured them inside the pot that I'm going to use to steam this. I won't call it cooking. I'll say I am steaming it because it's not going to be on fire for long. So this is the heat, is a low heat. So at this point, NEPA took my lights. You know, I'm still in Nigeria. I never Japa. And in Nigeria, one of the things we know is that NEPA do take our lights sometimes. And today they chose to take my lights, but they couldn't stop me. I cannot be stopped. So it's when I started doing this thing that I noticed that ginger has water. There's a lot of water in ginger because I didn't put any water in this mixture. It's just the ginger that is bringing out the water. You know, ginger is very important. You know, I've come to see how important ginger is, and I see it as an antibiotic because it helps with a lot of sickness and diseases, both prevention and curative. It serves as a preventive and as a curative medicine, and it should be in every woman's kitchen, if you may ask me. You know, you can see the water coming out. Like I said earlier, I'm going to boil this for not less than 3 minutes so that the ginger will become soft and tender. You can see the water is boiling. Very soon it will start drying up. That's when you know that it is getting better. So some parts of the pot, sides of the pot are getting burnt, but still I still overlook that because it can still be washed off. It didn't stop me from what I am doing, from the boiling process. You can see that, like I was saying, ginger is very good, very, very good. Everybody needs to have ginger in her kitchen. It's very, very important. They're very important spice, both for cooking and for medicinal purposes, and also for weight loss. Ginger is very good. It speeds up your metabolism. So I learned from my nutrition coaches. Those ladies did a good job on me. So you can see I'm turning it. It's getting darker. The water is drying up, and it's the color of the honey that we are seeing at this point. I think it is set and ready to be brought down to cool for some minutes. So when you're done boiling, you bring it down to cool. You can see the outcome of what I did. I've already poured it in a container. You can see that this is our mixture. It's good for flu, for treating flu, both preventive and curative purposes. So now I'm going to take some parts of the stuff and take. This is the measurement, the quantity that I'm going to put in my mouth now. It helps me a lot to cure flu, cough, catarrh, and all that, or even to prevent it, especially during this cold weather. And also give the children. I gave my children because the flavor filled everywhere and they enjoyed it. So that is our work. That is it. Thank you. See, another way of using it, you can put it inside water. You can put it inside hot water. I think it's easier. My kids prepares it this way. Puts it inside water and drink. Okay, the second thing we are making today will be a drink. We are done with the syrup and we are making a drink. And we have here pineapple already cut in chunks. The back is somewhere. The peels of the pineapple is somewhere. I'm still going to use it. The syrup we have made is also part of the ingredients we are using for this. You can see the syrup that we just finished making a while ago, and the pineapple, then 2 cups of water. This is actually a drink for the children. It also helps with flu. So I'm now pouring the pineapple chunks, the pineapple that have been cut into chunks, into the blender. You pour the pineapple into the blender. I didn't bother removing the black eyes of the pineapple because I was still gonna sieve them, so there's no need suffering myself and doing that. So pour the pineapple into the blender. In fact, not just the pineapple, all the ingredients, they are going in one after the other. And the second thing that will go in is that's our syrup that we just made. It will come handy here. I'll just put, see this, a full tablespoon of the syrup has already gone inside, and then another tablespoon of the syrup. So that's a large quantity already. Then you put the water. The measurement of the water is 60 cl of water. That's 2 cups of water entered inside. And then sugar. Because this is for children, if it's for adults, I think the honey and the ginger will be enough. But because I'm giving this to kids, I just added 2 tablespoons of sugar and blend it to be very, very soft, well blended, I must say. You make it to be very, very well blended. I blended this like 3 times so that whatever will come out of it will not be much. At this point, I will tell you that every part of this pineapple is needed in what I'm doing today. You just watch and see. I've kept the peels in the freezer to be used. And also you see another thing that should be chaff that I will also use. So at this point, I am sieving because it's for kids. If it's an adult, especially if the person is watching his or her weight, you are advised to take this like this, because the fiber, it is very important to speed up digestion. But because I am making this for the children, I have to sieve it so it will be smooth on their throats, and they will enjoy it better. So I'm sieving it. You see, this chaff that I'm bringing out is still very, very useful. I'm not gonna throw it away. It will be used in our next drink. So this is flu season. We are making drinks for flu and syrup for the flu. So here I'm already done with the sieving, and this is the last batch, and I'm bringing out the so-called chaff, which is still useful for the next drink. So I don't know why I'm even wasting time bringing out all the juices, since I'm still going to use it. But you know, my thought sense did not work very well here, but the drink still came out well anyway. So you can see what came out of it. You can see the others. I poured it neatly in a plate because I know I was still going to use this chaff. This chaff still came handy for another drink. So ta-dam, that's our delicious pineapple drink. Wow, this is looking good, looking lovely. Okay, this is the third drink, and I think it should be the final for this flu season. You can see the peels of the pineapple and the ginger. These are the ginger, a finger of ginger cut and washed. This is cloves. This is a clove, a handful of clove that I'm gonna use as flavors, and this is water. You can see my so-called chaff here. So this is honey and 150 cl of water. So this is it. Let's start making. So I start by pouring the peels of the pineapple inside the water. You can see the peels inside the 150 cl water, and the ginger and the cloves goes in at the same time because they need to be boiled. So these 3 ingredients now are going to be on fire, and are going to be boiled for 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes. You can see them boiling away here. You can see. I hope the light in my kitchen is enough. You can see them boiling away. It has been boiling for 10 minutes, and the whole house is full of aroma. Cloves has great aroma, and when mixed with pineapple and ginger, you can imagine what it looks like. The whole house is flavored. So you turn it off at this point and let it cool down. You can see it here. It has already cooled down to a point. It's now warm now, not cold but warm. And at this point, I have to add my chaff. The chaff I got from the pineapple juice that I made for the kids. Okay. At this point, before I pour the chaff, I have to bring out these ones. And at this point, I must say that this drink is for the adults. This drink is for adults. That doesn't mean that children cannot take it. They can, but you know, my children have sweet tooth. They call this mommy's pineapple drink. And it's okay. I don't mind for it to be called my own, because I don't think I need those sweet things this my age and at this point of my life. So you can see the chaff. I'm now drying them off from the water, sieving the chaff off. So at this point, you don't need the chaff anymore. These ones I'm bringing out now goes into the waste bin. directly into the waste bin. It has served its course. I'm very happy that no part of the pineapple has been wasted. All of them has been put to use. So I'm sieving them now. Even the ginger inside them, it has served its course, and the clove has also served its course. I heard that cloves is good for weight loss. So you can see me now pouring in the other chaff that came out from the juice, and I'm turning them now so that all the juice that's remaining inside will go into this my special kind of juice. You can see I'm turning it, and after turning, I have to sieve out the water, sieve out that chaff finally. At this point, I'm allowed to call it chaff. Before, I call it so-called chaff because it has not become chaff to me then. At this point, I'm sieving it away. You can see it's now, the water is now clearer, unlike before. Now it is a proper chaff. It has been cleaned out. You can see that being cleaned out properly, and then from this sieve, it has to go into the waste bin. It has served the purpose. You can see my juice, looking good. And at this point, I put in my honey. This is 1 tablespoon of honey. The recipe says 2, but I don't want it to be so sweet. So I'm using just 1 tablespoon of honey. Make sure you buy original honey, because that is when you know that you're eating something nutritious. So I'm getting the honey to dissolve into my warm drink. This drink, I prefer taking it warm. So whenever I bring it out from the fridge to take, I like to warm it a bit. I prefer taking it warm. I don't know why, but if I take it cold, it's still okay. But I think I prefer taking it warm. So at this point, I taste. Yummy. Delicious. This tastes so good. Not so sweet, but it tastes good. And here you can see I poured it into the container. And then see other additions. My cucumber and lemon. So I cut them in pieces, and I'm also putting them inside the water. I consume this in 2 days. If I make it in the evening, I finish it up the next day, but I store it inside my fridge, not in the freezer. Take notes, inside the fridge. So now I'm putting in the cucumber that I cut into pieces, and the what's the name again? Lemon, cut into pieces also. So they will all go into there and simmer. This is correct adult drink, honestly. This helps build my immune system and helps speed up my metabolism for weight loss. So this is one of my best drink now, honestly. If I come to your house, please don't give me soda, give me this drink. I'll be very, very grateful. You can see my drink is ready. So I shake it. Shake, so that everything will go in very well. Wow, it has been an eventful day, and it has been a productive one, I must say. So that's my drink is ready to be enjoyed by me only, while the children enjoy the other one. So see all the things we've achieved in one day. See the syrup, the pineapple juice, and the pineapple drink. Wow, it has been a very, very eventful day, honestly, and I'm very grateful to God that we had this. So try this for your family and let me know. At this point, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you are very wrong. Please subscribe, comment, and share with your friends while you tell us the one you're gonna make. Is it the syrup, the juice, or the drink? Tell us in the comment section which one you're gonna make. So dinner is set, dinner is served, dinner is ready. Thank you for hanging out with me on this channel. See you when I see you. Bye. I love you so much.